Knowledge of trigonometry is useful in number of field. Say we can determine the height, distances, we can find out the angles. So it is useful in engineering, in astrology, even in navigation. Now, after revising the introduction of trigonometry, at the end we studied the definition of three trigonometric ratio. You are observing two diagrams on page number 103. Figure 8.9, the first diagram, you have triangle PQB in your textbook. Angle Q is right angle, angle B is acute angle. For angle B, you know BQ is adjacent side. For angle B, PQ is opposite side. And angle Q opposite side, which is a right angle, PB will be called as the hypotenuse. So in the given triangle you are observing all the details what I have taught you yesterday. When you want to know the definitions of trigonometric ratios, you should know first of all right angle and the angle which is say acute like angle B, its adjacent side, its opposite side and the hypotenuse. One more figure we have. In this triangle ACB contain angle C of measure 90 degree. Angle B is acute angle. For angle B, the adjacent side is BC and the opposite side is AC. Angle C is right angle. Therefore, the opposite side AB will be hypotenuse. Opposite side AB will be the hypotenuse. AB is hypotenuse. Now, after showing you the opposite, adjacent and the hypotenuse of two different triangles, below that you have triangle PQB, PQ upon PB. This ratio for angle B is opposite side of angle B and hypotenuse PQ and PB. We are dividing in this ratio angle B opposite side and the hypotenuse in triangle PQB. Whereas in triangle ACB, for angle B opposite side is AC and hypotenuse is AB. So AC and AB, PQ and PB, these two ratios have got opposite side of angle B and the hypotenuse. The ratio which contain opposite side of a given acute angle and the hypotenuse, that ratio is known as sine ratio. SINE, sine ratio. This ratio is called as the sine ratio of angle B and it is written in brief as SIN, sine. Sine of angle B. There is no symbol of angle, you can write only name letter of angle, sine B. This is the first definition of trigonometric ratio like sine B. The second one, now we will take adjacent side of B angle. You are observing BQ is the adjacent side in triangle PQB. And in triangle ABC, BC is adjacent side. Let us divide this adjacent side with hypotenuse. So BQ and PB, we are dividing adjacent side of angle B and the hypotenuse. Here BC and AB, we are dividing adjacent side and the hypotenuse. When we divide in a given triangle for acute angle like B, adjacent side and the hypotenuse, we get a ratio called as cosine ratio. This ratio is called as cosine ratio, COSINE, cosine ratio of angle B. And in brief, it is written as cos B. We write this ratio as a cos B. Okay, so this is a cos B ratio. Then After that, now in the given triangle, you all know opposite and hypotenuse and adjacent. Lastly, we will divide for angle B in triangle PQB, opposite and adjacent side of angle B. In the second triangle also, we will divide opposite and adjacent side of given angle B. So when the division of opposite and adjacent will be done, you will get ratios like PQ upon BQ. Here you have PQ upon BQ. We don't divide here hypotenuse. AC upon BC. These are opposite side of angle B and adjacent side of angle B in the given two triangle like PBQ and ACB. So when we make the division of opposite side and adjacent side of given acute angle, the ratio is called as tangent ratio. Tangent ratio. And in brief it is written as tan B. So when you are finding the ratio, you should know angle opposite and the adjacent side of that angle. We are dividing with the hypotenuse, sometimes mutual opposite and adjacent together. So it is necessary that you require for a ratio an angle, an acute angle. Without the acute angle or its measure, we will be unable to search the opposite side, the adjacent side or the hypotenuse. I told you yesterday, either we take name of angle later or we take the measure. For example, theta, 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 this is the symbol, theta. Then alpha and beta. These are the three different Greek letters used for showing the measure of angles in a right angle triangle. This is all about page number 103 and a revision of definition of trigonometric ratio. Hope so you understood the definitions of trigonometric ratios very well. Now, after completing the revision of definitions of trigonometric ratios, let us start the work on examples of practice set 8.1, page number 104. So all boys and girls, open your notebook and the textbook both. So I have completed my job of explaining you definitions because I am sure that all students understood the definitions. All students understood about a right angle triangle, its right angle, its acute angles, its hypotenuse and two perpendicular sides. If you have understood all these details of a right angle triangle, you will have no trouble now in getting the answers of practice set 8.1. So let us begin the work on it. Practice set 8.1, everyone. You have practice set 8.1 now. Let us start. Practice set 8.1. First question, let me make the diagram here. Triangle PRQ. PQ is hypotenuse because angle R is right angle. I will write here hypotenuse. Angle R is right angle. So PQ is hypotenuse. P angle opposite side. is QR. First I should see angle P opposite side, it is QR, and adjacent side is PR. Okay, then Q angle opposite side is PR and the adjacent is QR. You should be ready with this detail before you write the answer. Okay, now question number 1 of this example is to write ratio like sine P. So today this is your first answer. I'll take the help of definition. Means we are going to write definition and the ratio. Sine P. Ratio, sine means in which we divide opposite side. P later means angle P here. Opposite side of angle P, we are going to make the division with the hypotenuse. This ratio where we divide opposite side and hypotenuse is called as sine ratio. Therefore, our ratio number 1, sine P. I told you in the beginning P angle opposite is QR. So, I will write here QR. And the hypotenuse is PQ. Sine P will be QR upon PQ. Hope so all students are getting answers of the very first question where we have shown sine P in the given triangle PRQ. Then the second ratio we have to write cos Q. Cos Q means a ratio where we divide adjacent side of angle Q. Here we have letter Q. Q angle adjacent side. If I divide with the hypotenuse, this ratio will be called as cos ratio. Hence cos Q ratio. Q angle adjacent. First you see opposite is PR. So adjacent will be QR. For angle Q, adjacent is QR. And the hypotenuse is PQ. I have written in the beginning in a given triangle hypotenuse to avoid confusion of opposite and adjacent side. Now the third ratio, it is a tan P. Let us find out third ratio tan P. P letter is for angle P. Okay. So now the definition of tan is when we make the division of opposite side of angle P with the adjacent side. There is a division of opposite side of angle P and adjacent side of angle P. This division, this ratio become tan P. So tan P ratio will be equal to P angle opposite is QR. So I should write here QR. And P angle adjacent is PR. So this ratio will be tan P. Here we have got our ratio number third. Tan P is equal to QR upon PR. The last ratio you have tan Q. All the three definitions I have given in the first three answer. Now only letter or angle will change, but the definitions will remain the same. Here angle Q. So I will write opposite side of angle Q divided by adjacent side of angle Q. A ratio containing opposite side of angle Q and adjacent side of angle Q is known as tan ratio. Now Q angle opposite is PR, tan Q. I am writing tan Q. Opposite side is PR for angle Q and the adjacent side of angle Q is QR. So this ratio of PR and QR will be called as a tan Q. For 2 minutes I am going to wait so that you complete your answers in your notebook. Answer number 1 of page number 104 I have given you now. It is good to see that the students have got the answer well before me. Two students' notebook I have checked, seen, they have completed their work for example number 1 in 8.1. After completing answer number 1 of 8.1, let us begin the work on example number 2. Example number 2. Here I will require a diagram. XYZ is the name of a given figure. XYZ, these are the three vertices. Angle Y is right angle, so XZ is hypotenuse. This time we have length for YZ A, B for XY and for XZC. These are the three sides and three lengths. In right angle triangle XYZ, angle XYZ 90 degree, ABC are the length of sides as shown in the figure. Write the ratio sin x, tan z, cos x and tan x. Ratio number 1, it is sin x. So all the boys and girls, first we will write definition. Opposite side of angle x. X means angle x. Opposite side of angle x divided by hypotenuse. This ratio is called as sine ratio. Hence, sin x will become x angle opposite is yz and hypotenuse is xz. Yz it is a in length, xz it is c. So in this question number 2 we have to show for the answer ratios and their lengths also. YZ XZ. Last time we wrote only side's name, but this time we have side's name as well, their length. So A upon C will be the answer. Then the next one is tan Z. For getting tan Z, the definition I am going to write here in the beginning. For angle Z, we divide opposite side with the adjacent side. So this ratio of opposite side and the adjacent side of z angle is called as tan ratio. Tan of z angle. Z angle opposite side is xy and adjacent side z angle adjacent side here adjacent side for z angle is yz. Now I am going to show the length. The length of xy is b and yz is a, b upon a. Ratio number 2. Ratio number 2. Ratio number 3rd, cos x. Let us write the definition. More we write the definition, more it will be easy to write the correct answer. That's why, though direct answer is also taken to be correct, but in order to avoid any mistake in the future, we are taking precaution that definitions first we are learning by writing it again and again in all answer. Cos x. So cos means a ratio where we divide adjacent side of angle x with the hypotenuse of triangle. So adjacent side and hypotenuse, when there will be a division, that ratio is known as cos of angle x. X angle opposite is yz, but I don't want opposite side of x angle. I want adjacent. xy is adjacent. And the hypotenuse is xz. What is the length of xy? B. What is the length of xz? C. B upon C. Cos x ratio become B upon C. Cos x ratio is B upon C. And the last ratio of this question number 2 is a tan x. So let us write about tan x. Tan x, in which we divide opposite side of angle x, opposite side of angle x and the adjacent side of angle x. We divide these two sides, the ratio become tan. Now tan of x, first I will search x angle opposite side, it is yz. I should write yz, the opposite side of x angle. X angle adjacent side is xy. xy. Now yz, it is a in length and xy, it is b in length. Class, we have completed all 4 ratios of question number 2. Question number 2, all 4 ratios we have completed. It is good to see even the students are getting correct answers. When you are making a good beginning in trigonometry, I hope in future there will be no problem, no trouble in learning any concept of trigonometry. That's why it is good that the students are getting correct answers for writing the ratios today. We are writing the answers for these 3 basic ratios. I told you yesterday, total 6 ratios are there. But we will study this year in 9th class only 3 ratios like sine and cos, tan. 3 more ratios are there. That knowledge I will share you as we will move further. But examples of those 3 ratios we don't have to study. 3 remaining ratios next year you will study again in trigonometry. So second answer, try to complete it fast everyone. Here we have got 4 ratios like sin x, a upon c, tan z, b upon a, cos x, b upon c, tan x, a upon b. First 2 answers are done. After completing two answers of 8.1, let us move further. Example number 3. Let me draw a triangle again. Triangle LMN. This time measures are given. M angle, right angle, measure 90 degree. N angle, it is an acute angle of measure 40 degree. L angle, another acute angle of measure 50 degree. Though they are not right angle, but their total you check 40 plus 50, it is 90. Hence I told you yesterday, in a right angle triangle, two acute angles are always complementary. Angle L, angle N, these are complementary angles. Complementary means when sum of measures of two angles become 90 degree, we call them in geometry complementary angles. So angle L, angle N, these are complementary angles. Now we have to find out ratio like sine 50. So everyone, this time we are given measures instead of angles name. So no problem. Work will remain the same. Only in place of letters we will take angles measure. So I write answer number 1, sine 50 degree. You all know 50 degree in the diagram is the measure of angle L. So I should take opposite side of angle L. Angle L opposite side and the hypotenuse we will divide for sine 50 ratio. Let us divide angle L opposite side. Who is the opposite side of angle L? MN. Who is the hypotenuse? LN. Though I have not written in the diagram, but you know it now. It is right angle opposite side. LN. This is hypotenuse. Sine 50 is MN upon LN. Ratio number 2, cos 50, where I am supposed to write adjacent side and the hypotenuse. Adjacent side of 50 degree is measure of angle L. Adjacent side of angle L, I will divide it with the hypotenuse. So let us write now angle L adjacent side, cos 50 degree. Angle L adjacent side is LM. MN is opposite, so LM is adjacent and LN is the hypotenuse. Ratio number 2. Ratio number 3, tan 40 degree. Tan 40 degree. 40 degree is the measure of angle N. So I will write here opposite side of angle N. Opposite side of angle N should be divided with adjacent side of angle N. Okay, so tan 40 now will be written as opposite side of an angle is LM and the adjacent side of an angle is MN, LM upon MN. The last ratio is cos 40. For cos 40, I will write definition, adjacent side 40 degrees measure of angle N. Adjacent side of angle N if it is divided with the hypotenuse. This ratio is called as cos 40 degree. So cos 40 degree, 40 degree adjacent, an angle adjacent is MN and the hypotenuse of a given right angle triangle is LN. 4 ratios we have got for question number 3, sin 50, cos 50, tan 40, cos 40. It is good to see before me there are a number of students who got very accurate answers for all the four ratio, like sin 50, cos 50, tan 40 and cos 40. Sin 50 answer mn upon ln, cos 50 answer ln upon ln, tan 40 answer ln upon mn, cos 40 answer is mn upon ln. Last 5 minutes we have now for question number 4. Let us try now question number 4. We have to complete it now in the last 5 minutes. Question number 4 answer. Question number 4, you have a triangle with a perpendicular. Name of triangle is PRS. This is not a right angle triangle, but a perpendicular will give us two right angle triangle. Here a perpendicular. The name of perpendicular is PQ. Right side PQS is one right angle triangle. Left side PQR is a second right angle triangle. Theta is measure of angle P. Theta, this time angle measure is shown by Greek letter theta. Angle R measure is shown by another Greek letter alpha. Theta and alpha are the two Greek letters used for the measure of angle P and R. So let us start the work now as we have less time. Ratio number 1, sine alpha. So you will take this triangle PQR because alpha is a measure of angle R in triangle PQR. So in triangle PQR, I write opposite side of angle R. I write opposite side of angle R and the hypotenuse because alpha is measure of angle R. So in this triangle PQR, for angle R, opposite side is PQ and the hypotenuse is PR. Two triangles are there, so don't mix the two triangles here. Observe separately PQR and PQS. This time we have written alpha triangle PQR sides. Okay. Now cos alpha. Again alpha. So here adjacent side of alpha. Adjacent side of alpha. I will divide with the hypotenuse. Cos alpha. Adjacent is QR. Hypotenuse is PR in alpha triangle. Then the third ratio for alpha, tan alpha. I'll write here opposite side of alpha. Opposite side of alpha divided by adjacent side of alpha. Here alpha opposite side, tan alpha. Alpha is the measure for angle R. So either I write angle R or alpha. So angle R opposite is PQ and adjacent is QR. Okay. If you take it as angle R, that will also do angle R, angle R, angle R. Alpha a measure of angle R. Okay. For alpha we have completed 3 ratio. Now for for theta we have sin theta. If suppose time does not permit to complete this, you can study the video, you can observe, you can check your answer from the video to be uploaded on YouTube. I'll send you on your WhatsApp. Okay. So sin theta, where we will divide opposite side of theta and hypotenuse. This ratio is known as sin theta. Theta is measure of angle P. Okay, to make it more clear, angle P. Angle P opposite is QS, and in that triangle PS is hypotenuse. Then you have cos theta. For cos theta we will divide adjacent side. Theta is measure of angle P divided by hypotenuse. P adjacent side is PQ, hypotenuse in that triangle is PS. The last one, tan theta. Here we will divide opposite side of angle P and adjacent side of angle P. So last 1 minute everyone. Here P angle opposite side is QS and PQ is adjacent side. Fortunately, we have completed in class itself all answers of question number 4 also. The remaining part of this chapter, we will continue it in the next period. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day everyone.